Morning guys, February 14th, 2024. Valentine's Day. I got a call from this lady. I've worked for her a couple of times. She got a gas boiler over there with 3/4 zones. And there's all half-inch PEX throughout the house. Real small shit for the heating zones. And it's really hard to get the air out of the system because the way it's installed with the PEX. Such small PEX, it should be at least 5/8. And they ran all half-inch. But anyway, she's got a leak in the ceiling on the second floor. And I guess they opened up the ceiling. I didn't know if it was coming from the roof or what was happening. I couldn't see any piping leaking upstairs down from the baseboard. So they opened up the ceiling and come to find out, I guess a rodent went in there and did some chewing on one of the PEX lines, and that's what's leaking, the PEX. So I gotta go there and cut a section out and repair it, and then get the system back up and running and try to purge the system. I said it's hard to get the air out because with the small PEX you really can't give it a good douche with the feeder open, because it builds pressure and blows the relief valve. So you got to kind of like cycle it to try to get as much pressure in it as possible and to get the air out. It's a real bear. It takes a long time. But I didn't install the whole systems to all the pipings throughout the whole house, and the house is all done. So I mean, that's why when you install something you need to do it properly, and then there won't be an issue. PEX is always a problem because the PEX couplings and elbows are smaller than the pipe. So if you go with a real small pipe, the fittings are even smaller that go inside to connect the pipe, right? So it makes the diameter of the tubing very small. And the circulators work really hard and trying to move the water, and it's just bad. But anyway, I can't redo the whole house. I mean, you can't make a Mercedes out of a Volkswagen. So I'll go over there and we'll drain it down. We'll see if we could do the repair on the pipe. And I guess she had her daughter over there rip the ceiling apart. She does some kind of, I don't know what kind of, how big the hole's gonna be. It's about a little tiny flipping hole, I bet you. Gonna have to get the hammer out and do some ripping and tearing so I can get up there, I bet you. Find out when we get there. She said her daughter was a contractor. Talked to her on the phone. She told me about the rodent was up there eating the piping. That's one thing about like mice and stuff like that. They got to keep their teeth from growing, so they like to gnaw on stuff. We'll try to get you some shots when I get over there. I left my little Valentine home today. She was playing Catch Me If You Can. I wasn't in the mood. It's been leaking over there too, right? Yeah, there and here.
Here's the furthest.
So what is this contraption? Catch the water?
Yeah, it was, she had tacked a trash bag up there.
Oh, yeah. It's right there. Crazy. What is it, spraying out or something?
I don't know, it was just drip, 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 drip. It soaked the wall. It was dripping out of here.
Yeah, it's definitely
sliding glass doors.
Oh yeah, I could feel it's all chewed on the top.
Yeah.
I don't know if they chewed any other spot. I could tell definitely that's chewed right there.
Uh-huh.
Wait till I cut it and get it out of there, but you could see it. Some kind of rodent.
That's what happened in my office about a year and a half ago. That's what happened in my office about a year and a half ago, a rodent.
Wow, they were chewing on it. I mean, what else you gonna do? That's the only spot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's. I got some of that shit in the truck. The problem is it's real small. But we're gonna have to. We'd figure that she would have opened up a little bit more, but I guess I could work it maybe.
Well, she said if you wanted to, she could open up more, or you can open up more if you want.
Crazy. All right, so I gotta drain it down and do it.
Okay.
I gotta drain the water out of the boiler and then open it and take a look.
Okay. Help yourself.
This side's not leaking? No.
No.
That you know of.
Yeah, well.
Well, the thing is, I mean, he might be chewing down more.
Oh, God.
Well, the only thing's guaranteed that you're gonna pay taxes and die, they say, right? Them are the two things that are guaranteed, right?
Yes.
And snow. I got a hose in the pit there. And I got the unit off. Shut the power off. I shut all these valves off. This is the second floor rear that we're working on. So we'll just open this, drain that zone. I'm gonna have to purge them all anyway. Just want to take the pressure off them. Might be some water in it, I mean. I was back here on about a month ago. We purged all 4 zones. Got the feeder off here. We got it? No, we ain't got it off. We got the feeder off there now. Look at these, all these flipping things are crusty as hell. I have to change all in, be honest with you. I have to take them all out. I like to just put 2 new circulators in there. This one here we don't have to worry about. I like to, if I knew which one that was, I could take out that flipping zone, but I don't know which one it is. This small flipping PEX. This is 1 front. This is 2 rear, master bedroom. This is 2 front, I think. I think this is the one that we're dealing with here. Oh. Well, either way. Oh yeah, you can see it's all chewed. I get this thing off of here. Wow. Yeah. He's a leaker. He's a leaker. Make a cut here so I can drain it. Definitely gonna need this for the insurance company. Look at that, all chewed. Wow. That's pretty bad. Can't believe we let the mice do that, kitty. Pieces of, just little couplings. Just got little clamps, and I got the tool here. Should be able to get up there and clamp that in there, hopefully. I might have to cut more of this. I'm not sure. I can get my clamp in there, I think. Oh, Jed, clamp it. I just gotta clamp this thing. Not a big fan of these, but it is what it is. There's one. The struggle is real. What a pain in the ass. Fucking. No, might be hard. Might have to open up more of the ceiling to get in there. Get in there now. We'll get in there now. Kind of like to give this thing a little extra. Not the greatest. Not the. Not the greatest. I should be able to put a hanger on there. I don't know if I want to put a hanger on it. I think maybe if I leave it like that, it should be all right. The hanger down over there. Let's try that. We'll try it. Yeah, they're feeding the flipping squirrels. It might be a squirrel. Might be. Should be able to give it a purge now, hopefully. If it don't leak, we'll find out, I guess. See, it was stuck. I mean, it didn't take long. It was just here and it was stuck already. Kind of odd. It's gonna go up through and come back. Here we give it a good douche. The only problem is the relief valve will blow. I wonder which one that is. It's this one. This one. This is the only one that's hot. This is the one, second floor. This is two front. This is two front. So this is going to be first rear. And master bedroom. This is the one we're working on as a second rear. You don't want to do too much, you'll blow the relief. Kind of working it a little bit. Usually you could feel it. And put your hand on there and tell if there's any air coming out. We didn't drain any of the zones, so we only worked on this one. The other one should be fine. Nice and hot. We'll shut this off. We'll see if we got any leaks. I'm gonna put a hanger on this thing probably. Get a hanger out of the truck. Put a hanger on it. I don't see any leaks. Alright, so I put a hanger right there to keep it stable. It should be good. He was crusty, man. I shouldn't have to purge all them other zones. It's I just worked this one zone. I don't like the way it is, to be honest with you. This PEX is awful small, and then the fittings are even smaller inside. It's hard to purge it. The relief valve keeps blowing on the boiler. Keeps blowing the relief valve. It's just a shit ass job. They should have ran, this is half inch, they should have ran 5/8, the minimum, no smaller than 5/8, not half inch. I'm gonna get another tag for her. By then this should start coming back warm. That one should be running. This one is running, and this one's running, them too. Alright, she's starting to come back nice and warm here, so that's what we want. I said I had all these other ones off, so I didn't even drain any of the other ones. I'm not even going to play with them. Second floor PEX tubing repair. Rodent chewed PEX piping and sealing. We'll fix that. What quality there? Thing's pretty quiet actually. Thing's actually pretty quiet. I think I have replaced that motor. I think I replaced the motor a few years back. 19. Wow. Four and a half years ago. Hi, how time flies. Must be off on limit. She's heating. Flipping. Eggs from hell here.